Right, we're here at Murrayfield and we have got to pick the ultimate Scotland 15. So we'll start at Loosehead.
And we're going to debate these.
I think this is probably the easiest one.
Well, both 3, 2, 1. Tom Smith.
Tom Smith.
Oh gosh, well you're not going to say that.
Tom Smith, 6 Lions caps in a row in South Africa and Australia. He changed the way Loosehead prop was played. Yeah, he was the best Loosehead to play for Scotland.
So we don't need to debate that anymore. The late great Tom Smith. At number 2, at hooker, I said Ross Ford because I played with him. Obviously, Lions caps.
Well, it's Ross Ford. Ross Ford then, yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad
There's no bad choices here, by the way. There's just good choice, good problems to have.
Good problem to have, but very difficult. We both came up with number 3 tight head. We knew exactly who we were going with this because he had 8 Lions caps. He was president of the SIU, the Mighty Mouse. I loved him. I absolutely loved him.
You might say Mighty Mouse is. Ian McLaughlin. We did have an honourable mention for Ewan Murray. I think if Ewan hadn't had so many injuries, he would have been our number 3. But had loads of injuries, but I played with Ewan a lot. He was a hell of a tight head prop. Number 4.
We're going in the locks. Should we just put them together because I don't know who goes where, who's right, who's left, 4 and 5. I mean, throw some names out there, Barks. You start with one.
Doddie Weir.
Has to be in there.
Yeah, the great Doddie Weir.
Should we chuck Scott Murray in there?
I think we've got Doddie in there. I'm thinking now technically.
Oh my goodness.
Thinking technically, Wagger. I had to lift Wagger in line. It wasn't easy.
Oh, terrible line-out choice.
So Scott Murray. We've got to win. Well. Yeah, okay, we've got to win line-out. So Scott Murray's going in there.
Scott Murray. Number 6.
White. Jason White or John Jeffries. We had. I am leaning. John Jeffries, my under-21s manager. Hell of a hard man, but Jason White. He was my first captain with Scotland. Probably the hardest tackler I ever played with, apart from you.
Yeah, I've only. Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man.
Let's have him in there at 6. Number 7, talking about Fellners.
Aye.
Finlay Calder. How would he do today, though?
Yeah, I actually think he'd be fine playing the game today. He'd have to be a bit bigger than he was, but he would be.
Yeah, big enough heart. There you are. Go with the ticker. Number 8, Simon Taylor, we've got written down here.
Yeah. I don't think there's any other names on there, really.
Right, 9's difficult.
9 was hard.
We've got like 6. We actually left them off. I had to put them in here earlier.
Chris Custer and Mike Blair.
You've got Roy Laidlaw and Grieg Laidlaw. We forgot about Grieg.
And
Gary Armstrong. I mean, where'd you go with that? How good have we got in terms of 9s?
We could make a lot of 9s.
At the moment as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of positions where there isn't many people.
Price, Ben White. Jamie Dobie.
Yeah, pricey.
George
3
Horn.
Lions caps.
So thinking about that, we'll take those boys out of the mix. We're going to go past players.
On the count of 3, you've got to say it. 1, 2, 3.
Gary Armstrong.
There we go.
Gary Armstrong. There we have it. Number 10. John was desperate to put Gregor Townsend in there. He begged me. I said, listen, we've got Finn Russell at the moment. And I know that is, big throwing Finn Russell in the mix.
No,
but
Finn Russell.
If it was France, right, let's say we're talking about France. You'd have Anton Dupont in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course you would.
So it doesn't matter that he's carrying Finn Russell is going in there.
100%.
A little nod to John Rutherford.
John Rutherford as well, but I think Finn is the most skillful player to ever play for Scotland.
Number 11, this is difficult, there's a few, but we've gone Sean Lamont.
Yeah.
He's iconic. I just think of him in that orange jersey. That's all I think of.
But we had an honourable mention for, which might be controversial, for Duhan van der Merwe. He's got the try-scoring record.
And someone that's equal in that and trying a little battle is Darcy Graham. So let's go straight to 14. Are we allowed to do that? Can we go straight to 14?
Yeah,
because we're talking about wingers, Duhan and Darcy. At the moment, they've broken the records.
Okay.
So it's got to be one of them on the wing. Duhan van der Merwe or Darcy Graham. I mean, listen to me with this I personally want to sway towards Darcy Graham.
Okay, I was going to say, because I don't think you can have Sean and Duhan in the same team. I'm trying to build a team here. You're picking a team of individuals.
That's true. You've got an absolute unit on one wing.
Yeah.
Darcy Graham, different wing on the other.
Yeah.
There we are, Darcy Graham.
Darcy Graham gets the nod. There we go.
Number 12.
Number 12. I was sat. Where was I? I was sat there when this player. No, it wasn't. When this player scored the fastest try in 5 nations history or 6 nations history at the time. John Leslie. And Sione Tuipulotu might be in there at some point.
He will be. He will be in there at some point. Number 13. Scott Hastings.
Scott Hastings.
Because he'll be upset if he's not in there.
Yeah.
Easy. Number 15, we're going with Andy Irvine.
I think Andy Irvine.
There we have it. There's our 15.
Should we pick a captain?
Why did you throw that in the mix?
Just for a bit of fun at the end. Finn Calder.
They're talking about coach.
Well, Gregor is the winningest coach for Scotland.
The winningest.
So it'd have to be Geach. It'd have to be Geach.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time under most of my coaches. I love Vern Cotter.
Vern Cotter.
I loved Vern Cotter, but
Vern would get a lot out of that group.
Muddy would get a lot out of that group. But you can't go further than Geach, can you?
Geach.
There you have it. There's our captain. There's our 15. Beat that.